tutorial for Nocode HQ, and today's tutorial is going to be quite a short one, but I think important if you're using Bubble to build your applications. So what we're going to do, I'm going to show you how to basically build a simple moderation system using Bubble. And what I mean by that is, let's just say, for example, you have a marketplace, and let's say users are selling, or it's a bike marketplace, a bicycle marketplace. So users can submit a listing or submit to sell their own bicycle, their used bicycle. But in order to prevent spam or just people that want to harm your application, which unfortunately happens, what we want to do, instead of just automatically publishing a listing when a user submits a listing, we want to kind of have like a middle step in between where you, or the admin, or another moderator who's working with or for you has the ability to take a look at a listing that a user just published or submitted and either approve or disapprove or deny this listing. And if you approve it, it will be automatically published on the marketplace and visible for everyone. And if it's not approved, it will be deleted and the user will be notified. And we actually use this kind of moderation process for a lot of our application, and it's quite useful because especially if you start growing and your application gets bigger, you really don't want to enable other people to populate your marketplace, your website or your web app with listings where you have no control, because people could just start posting loads of listings or submit posts or whatever it is you have in your application. So I'm going to work with this one example I just told you, so a marketplace for used bicycles. And in order to do that, I'm just going to go to data and just quickly create basically the data types and the relations for this kind of marketplace. So we're going to create a new type, okay, and we're just going to call this bicycle, okay. And this bicycle will consist, just let's say it has a model name, okay, model name, which is of type text, a description, which is also of type text. Let's say we have an image for the bike, which is of type image, of course, and just the price, of course. And we're going to keep it quite simple, okay. Each bicycle listing or bicycle post should, of course, be created by a user. So we're going to create a new field, which is going to be called create, or user, just user, and it's going to be of field type user as well, okay. And let's just click create, okay. And that's basically regarding our bicycle listing. So let's just say someone wants to submit a new bicycle for sale. He or she just has to fill in out these fields. Of course, has to be logged in as well, but yeah, that's quite simple. What I'm just going to do now, I'm just going to copy this whole data type here, right click on that, enter copy, and just paste that again. And now we have a duplicate basically, but I'm just going to call this one bicycle admin, okay. And just to quickly summarize what we're going to do now, when a user goes onto your submit page or opens the pop-up where he or she can create a new bicycle listing, for example, and creates a new listing by filling out the form, your user will actually create this data type, the bicycle admin data type. This will then be able, or an admin or a user or a moderator of your application will then be able to view this listing of the bicycle admin data type and either approve it. If it's approved, a bicycle data type will be created using the same exact information from the bicycle admin data type, and the bicycle admin data type will be deleted, and we just have a normal bicycle data type which will be visible in our marketplace. And if it's deleted or not approved, this will just be deleted and we won't create a new data type bicycle. And yeah, just one more small thing, I misspelled bicycle. I didn't notice that. Okay, great. Okay, so we're now of bicycle admin. And before I'm going to explain anything further, let's actually just go ahead and start building the application. And I think you should get the idea quite fast of what I'm doing here. So I'm just going to go to my index page. Okay, I'm just going to say, okay, I'm just going to quickly, just for you to see if this application will work at the end. Let's just say this is our marketplace, or let's just say this is bicycles for sale. Okay, this is just the title, and this is going to be our homepage, which every user can access. Remember that. Okay, that's important now. And that's just going to be a repeating group. I'm going to just center that. Again, I'm going to make it really simple, really quick. The type of content is going to be bicycle, okay? Data source will just be do a search for bicycles in our database, and let's just say sort by creation date, descending yes, okay? Again, really simple. We're just going to have a group within this repeating group. Let's just position that accordingly. Center it horizontally and vertically. Type of content is going to be bicycle again. Data source, current sales bicycle. We can add a shadow to this group just to make it look nicer. Remove the separator here, okay? And we can now just add the information. So I'm going to add a text here, which is going to be the parent group's bicycle model name. Let's have beneath this the parent group's bicycle description, the price as well. Let's add that here, the price. I'm just going to add the image at the side. Again, this shouldn't look nice or anything. It's just to show you at the end that our application works and basically our moderation system works. So I'm going to add a dynamic image here. It's going to be the parent group's bicycle image, okay? And yeah, that should be it. Let's just apply maximum width to this element here. Apply maximum width, and I think that's centered already. And yeah, that's basically it. Let's create another page now, okay? Let's click here and click add a new page. And we're gonna call this page submit, okay? We're gonna clone it from, we can just clone it from the index page if you want, okay? I'm gonna remove this repeating group, and we're gonna say here, okay, submit a new bicycle for sale, okay? And beneath this, we're just going to add a few inputs, okay? So we're going to add the input for, it's going to be, please enter the model name, or just model name, okay? Of type text. Let's just copy that, paste that beneath. We want to have the price, or asking price, which is going to be an integer. We're going to have a multi-line input, which is going to be of type, this is going to be of type, or just going to be description, okay? Enter description. And let's see what else we have. For our bicycle, we have a description, model name, price, and we just need the image. So I'm going to add a picture uploader, drag that here, center horizontally, and dynamic, or sorry, this is going to be click to upload an image, exactly. I'm going to add a button beneath it, okay? And this button will say submit, okay? And when this button is clicked, let's start editor workflow. So when button submit is clicked, we want to create a new thing, okay? And now it's important. The new thing we want to create is of type bicycle admin. And the fields will just be, it's quite straightforward. So the description is going to be the multi-line input descriptions value. The image is going to be the picture uploader's value. The model name will be the input model name's value. The price will be the input price value, and the user will just be the current user that uploads, okay? And as you can see, we're creating a bicycle admin. So when this is created, it won't be automatically visible in our marketplace because our bicycle admin data type will only be visible to admins, okay? And let's also create an alert quickly. So I'm gonna search for alert, drag that here, change that to a success alert, and position it at the top, and let's change the text to thank you for submitting your listing, okay? A moderator will take a look at your submission soon. You will receive an email if your listing is approved or disapproved, okay? Let's just go to workflows now, and after creating a new bicycle admin, we want to just reset inputs, and we want to show the alert, thank you for submitting, and so on. We just have one alert. Let's have a longer hold so that the user has time to read this message, and yeah, after submitting a new bicycle, user has the time now to read this message, understand it, and we as an admin will have to approve or disapprove his listing, okay? How are we going to do that? We're going to do that first of all by going to data, and under user I'm just going to add a new field, and this field is just going to be called hierarchy, okay? And this is going to be of type text, and there's various way of defining who should be an admin within your application, but the way I always use, I create this hierarchy field under my user data type, and this is going to be set to admin if a user is admin, okay? So we're going to create a new page. Let's add a new page. It's going to be called admin, okay? Let's just create that, or actually let's clone that from index again, and I'm going to remove all of this, and we're going to add one important workflow. So under workflows, we're going to add, okay, when the page is loaded, I want to navigate the user to the index page, so just redirect him, only when the current user's hierarchy is not admin. So when the current user's hierarchy is admin, which means when the current user is an admin, he or she will be allowed to stay on this page. And if he's not an admin, he or she will be redirected back to the index page. And this will just enable you to prevent users from accessing this page if they're not an admin. Let's change the title here to admin dashboard, okay? And we're just gonna add, let's actually go back to index here, and let's copy this repeating group, okay? Let's go back to admin, let's paste that repeating group here. And what we're gonna change a few things. First of all, this repeating group won't be of type bicycle, it will be of type bicycle admin. And the data source will obviously then be search for bicycle admins. The descending sorting by create data can stay the same. And the group also will be of type of content bicycle admin. Okay. You will now, as an admin, be able to see all those fields again, so the model name, description, price, so you can see what the user submitted. But let's actually add a bit more space here now, and let's add 2 buttons. I'm gonna just put a button here and just copy that, put that here. One button is gonna say approve. The other button is gonna say deny, and let's change the color of that to red. And let's go ahead and modify what happens when these buttons are clicked. I'm gonna start off with the deny button. When the deny button is clicked, I want to start at a workflow, and I want to make a data change. I want to delete a thing, and I want to delete the parent group's bicycle admin, and that's it, because this is not approved. However, I also want to send an email, so I want to go on email, send an email, and we actually have to push this before the deleting step, okay? So you want to send an email to the parent group's bicycle admins user, which created the submission, the listing, email. This is the email address we want to send it to. Subject could be your listing was not approved, okay? Sender name, whatever your startup is called, startup name. And body is just, sorry, your listing was not approved. Please try again, something like this, okay? Of course, you want to add more maybe, but yeah, that's already it, to be honest. We're just going to send an email, let the user know that his listing was not approved, and just delete that listing, and it won't be visible to any user in the case, let's say, that someone submitted a spam listing or anything else. And also, let's click on the approve button and define what should happen now. So let's click on start error workflow, and when the approve button is clicked, we want to create a new thing. We want to create a new bicycle, and let's show all fields, and the description of this bicycle field should be whatever the parent group's bicycle admin description is. So we're just going to copy over the fields from the bicycle admin data type to our bicycle data type, so just clone it basically. The image should be the parent group's bicycle admin image, the model name should be the parent group's bicycle model name, price is parent group's bicycle price, and user is the parent group's bicycle admin user. And that's basically it. After doing this, I just want to delete again our parent group's bicycle admin because we don't need that anymore. And again, I'm going to send an email, and I'm going to send the email to the result of step 1. So the new bicycle we just created, the bicycle data type, user email, sender name, again, startup name. So startup name, subject, your listing was approved, and again, congratulations, your listing was approved. Okay, And that's basically it. So just to summarize again, this is our index page, which will be our marketplace, even though it doesn't look nice right now, but this is just visible for everyone, where users can just browse through all the bicycles that are for sale in our application. This is a repeating group which searches for all bicycles within our database, okay? If a user submits a new bicycle for sale, he or she actually doesn't create a new bicycle data type, but he or she creates a new bicycle admin data type. Okay. The bicycle admin data types are only visible to admins within the admin dashboard, which is protected via this workflow here. And an admin can either approve or deny a submission. Approving a submission will create a bicycle data type, okay, and let the user know, and this will then be visible in our index page. And denying a bicycle admin submission will just delete the submission, let the user know via email, and that's basically it. So let's just go ahead and test that now, okay? And I'm going to do it by creating 2 users. So I'm going to go to app data, and under all users, I'm just going to create 2 users as an example. So let's just create a new entry. First email is going to be this email, okay? And the hierarchy is going to be admin. So this is going to be our admin, okay? And our second entry will be another email, and this won't be an admin, this will just be a normal user. And let's just log in as our normal user now, okay? And let's also add a button here. A button here under this text maybe, which says, let's say this says submit new. And when this is clicked, we want to navigate to our page, submit. So let's just refresh that here quickly. We now should have this button here, bicycle for sale. We don't have any bicycle for sale here currently, so let's just submit new. And let's create a new bicycle. I don't know anything about bicycles, so I'm just going to invent something. Sports bicycle, asking price 1,000, great bicycle. And I'm just going to upload a random image here. Okay, so I'm going to click on submit. Okay, and as you can see, this alert is shown to the user. Thank you for submitting your listing. A moderator will take a look at your submission soon. You will receive an email. So we just created a new submission. And if we go back to the index page now, you can see there is nothing still displayed here on our index page. There is no current bicycle for sale because an admin has not yet approved or disapproved this listing or this submission. Let's actually just preview our admin page now. I'm going to click on preview, but what should happen now? We should be redirected instantly because we're not an admin currently. So let's just preview that, okay? As you can see, bam, we're redirected, okay? Only thing, as you can see, the user sees for a flash second a listing in the repeating group, and we can actually prevent that as well by going to data, privacy, and creating a new role for the bicycle admin role. And we can say, okay, the role name should be admin. And we're going to say when a current user hierarchy is admin, he or she should be able to view all fields, find this in searches, and so on. However, everyone else should not be able to see this. Okay, and this is a quite useful thing in Bubble. So if we preview our admin page again, this time again we're shown this page, but we don't see the repeating group and we're redirected. So basically a user has no chance now of accessing this page. Let's now actually go to app data again and run as our admin now, okay, on the admin page. And as you can see, we're not redirected now, and now we can see the repeating group because we're an admin, okay. And let's actually go ahead and approve this listing now because it looks good, doesn't look like spam. So let's click on approve. And this should have now created a new bicycle listing basically. And if we go to our, let me just go to the main page, to the index page. Where is it? Or let's just do it here. Index. Let's click preview. And as you can see, we now have our first bicycle for sale here because it has been created or approved by a moderator. Users can now publicly see it. And that works really nicely. So let's just do this again for a disapproved or not approved bicycle. So I'm going to run again as the other user. and let's submit a new one. And let's say someone enters some spam, blah, blah, blah. Let's click submit. And now let's run again as the admin in our admin page. And we should have now a second one. Okay, as you can see, this is clearly spam. So let's now deny this, okay? And this should now just be deleted, and that's basically it. And if we go to our main page now again, our index page, we still have only one bicycle for sale because the other one was not approved. I also just opened my email program here. We got 2 emails. One time the congratulations, your listing was approved, because one listing was approved, and the second one was let's go up actually a bit. Here it says, sorry, your listing was not approved, please try again. So that also works really nicely. And yeah, that's basically it regarding this tutorial. I hope you understood it. This should give you a good, basically, introduction how to create a moderation system, and it like really applies for everything. No matter if you're building a social network, a marketplace, an online shop, or anything where your users have the ability to submit something which will be visible on your web page, I think it's always useful or a good idea to kind of have like this middleman or this middle process where you can approve or disapprove what your users are posting in order to just prevent spam or any other kind of negative or insulting, let's say, postings or material and so on. Yeah, I hope you learned something in this tutorial, and I'm going to see you guys for next tutorial with Nocode HQ. Bye.